offseason so far?
You know, Marty, so far so good. You know, I'm here at the state game, so, you know, following our local teams, following the Chargers, following the Aztecs, both football and basketball now. Obviously keeping tabs of, you know, what our Padres are doing, you know, our local guys who are here in town and also guys who are back home doing their thing, getting ready for the offseason. Talking to Josh and AJ and Fred in our front office on a regular basis, doing the things that we need to do to, you know, get our team ready for 2014.
Arizona Fall League, Winter League Baseball, how much of that is you? How much of that is Josh Burns and the scouting staff?
Well, you know, the Fall League went well for a number of guys, but Josh has been over there 2 or 3 times. I know that AJ's been over there a couple times as well, looking at players. It was good to see Joe Whelan get on the mound for us. He pitched, actually Joe pitched today in a ball game, and he pitched over the past weekend. He's feeling good. Austin Hedges had a good fall league. Corey Spangenberg had a good fall league. Tommy Medica had a better major league season than he did fall league, but I'd rather have it that way than the other way. So we got our injured players are doing much better. Carlos Quinton is feeling great. Corey Luebke's doing well. Cameron Maben is on the mend. So, you know, we're doing okay, Marty. We're doing all right.
I want to ask you about Corey Luebke, because I know he suffered a couple of setbacks. Where is he at this point in his rehab? And what are you expecting as far as when you guys report to spring training?
Well, Corey is actually, as we speak, he's back in California. He's going to throw over the weekend for us. He's been in Ohio, at Ohio State, throwing and feeling really well. There's no doubt he had a couple setbacks, but he feels good about his progress the last 6 weeks. So, you know, maybe he turned the corner. That's what we're hoping. We need Corey, but, you know, this month has been very encouraging about how his elbow feels.
The GM meetings just ended. I know you weren't there. You're letting Josh Burns do all the grunt work. It seems like the biggest news that came out of it was instant replay. What do you think about instant replay in 2014?
You know, Marty, I think it's going to happen. We don't know how.
Do you like it? I mean, are you happy?
No, I'm a proponent of it. Again, I think that what they're talking about with challenges, I think all those things will be worked out in the coming months and how that's going to be implemented. But I do think because of technology, we have to do it. We have to use it. And I think, again, if it does happen in 14, at the end of the season, they'll review it, see what they can do better, and constantly make changes with it. But I do think that there's a definite place for us. I think we saw, you know, some plays in the World Series that would have come into play.
How are you going to challenge? Are you going to throw a flag, or do you know how that's going to work yet?
I don't know.
Would you like to throw a flag?
You know, I don't know whether we're going to throw a flag. I know that there was they did some replay in the Arizona Fall League, and I think the managers came out of the dugout and went to the home plate umpire and challenged that way. There wasn't any flag throwing, tossing of anything. I think you just went out and told the home plate umpire you wanted to challenge a play.
Last thing, I know the winter meetings are coming up in a few weeks. If Josh Burns, if Ron Fowler, if Mike D came and said, listen, buddy, shopping list, what's the top of your shopping list for this offseason, what would you tell them?
Starting pitcher, a bat, maybe an outfielder, but I think
everyday bat?
Pitcher first, and then a bat. Hard to find bats, though, Marty. They're tough to find. That's why, we developed one with Jerko. Hopefully, again, we get a couple of our guys to bounce back from the years they had in 2012.
Last thing, what do you think about it's early in the season for the basketball team, but what do you think about this team?
You know, it's early. It's really early, Marty. It's so early. But, I do like some of the things I've seen. We had obviously a great game against Riverside. But this Arizona team's really good. It's a good test for our guys to see, what a top 10 team looks like. But I think that our guys are going to be fine. They're in good hands with Coach Fisher and Coach Dutcher. We got some guys that I think will continue to grow as players, but I like our team. Marty, always a pleasure.